In China as elsewhere, alchemy is a doctrine endeavoring to understand the principles underlying the formation and functioning of the cosmos. Inner alchemy is a method of finding illumination by returning to the fundamental order of the cosmos. The term Nei Dan, or inner alchemy, is used in contrast to the term Wai Dan, or outer alchemy. In other words, Nei Dan is human physiological alchemy, in contrast to Wai Dan, the proto-chemical alchemy. As Fabrizio Pregadio expounds, the alchemist rises through the hierarchy of being by accelerating the rhythms of nature. Thus, man can transcend time and space. So we should consider that Chinese immortality is a metaphor for the afterlife, and not to be perverted by our 21st century views of everlasting mortal life. One doesn't stay physically intact for eternity, rather. To die is essential to the process. Bringing time to its end, or tracing it back to its beginning, is equivalent. In either case, time is transcended, and the alchemist gains access to timelessness, or immortality. One becomes what Zhuang Zi calls a Zhenren, or the enlightened or perfected person. Most scholars of Daoism and Buddhism argue that inner alchemy was thoroughly influenced by Buddhist thought, namely the Buddhist intellectual speculations, such as being and non-being. However, the nature of Buddhist awakening differs from that of the Taoist. The great Chinese Buddhist adept Dao An in the mid-300s CE wrote, "The Buddhist teaching sees the emptiness of life, thus abandoning the body to liberate all sentient beings. The Taoist teaching sees the body as the ultimate, thus cultivating food and medicine for longevity." Ultimately, Buddhism aims at the absolute spiritual awakening, but Taoism pursues awakening through longevity. In addition to the philosophical syncretism of Daoism and Buddhism, inner alchemy primarily concerns the mind as much as the body. Inner alchemy links the mind to the body, which in many ways is a proto-psychosomatic view of the mind-body problem. This integration of theory and practice was implemented by the Chinese educated elite and was seen as a body-spirit poetic tradition. Indeed, inner alchemy was a preoccupation of the Chinese literati, as we see the practice as a central component to one of China's great novels. For my final project, I will turn to the story of Han Shangzi, a late Ming Dynasty novel. Written in lively vernacular prose, interspersed with poems and songs, the readers listen to debates among Confucians, Taoists, and Buddhists, and witness trials of faith and performance of magical feats. The story of Han Shangzi uses colorful characters, twists of plot, witty dialogue, and action suitable for a superhero comic book to convey its religious message. That worldly life is ephemeral, and true contentment can only be found through Taoist cultivation.